41, resolution 2021-41. I don't think I have a 41. Okay, is it just, it says misnumbered? In the agenda, it says it's resolution 2041, but I have 2137 in my packet.
Here's
Okay, there we go, got it. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Resolution 2021-41, resolution of certification of the closed meeting of November 28 pursuant to section 2.23712, whereas the Board of Commissioners and the Portion Redevelopment and Housing Authority has convened a closed session on this date pursuant to affirmative recorded votes in accordance with the provisions of the Freedom of Information Act, and whereas section 2.23712 of the Code of Virginia requires a certification by the Board of Commissioners that such closed meeting was conducted in conformity with Virginia law. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners hereby certifies that the best of members' knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from the open meeting requirements of Virginia law, and only such public business matters as identified in the motion convening the closed meeting were heard, discussed, or considered by the Board of Commissioners in closed meeting. So I need a motion and a second.
So
Got a motion, second? Second, thank you, Ms. Cost. All right, Ms. Marshall?
Commissioner Barham,
Yes.
Commissioner Cost,
yes.
Commissioner Pickens.
Yes.
Commissioner Prince.
Yes.
Commissioner Wicks.
Yes.
Vice Chair Jiggets.
Yes.
Chair Lalonde.
Yes, thank you very much. And again, comments, Ms. Page, again, thank you very much for your very candid, focused conversation and keeping not only us, but the development committee informed of what you're doing. So thank you very much, Ms. Page. Right. At this point, go around the table. Any comments at all? Any issues that we want to take away, possibly for the next meeting for Mr. Bland to bring back to the table?
I'd like to leave mine to last.
Okay, last, okay, all right. We'll pick it. So,
Yes, sir.
Vice Chair?
I just wanted to make sure that our residents are aware that they can now text 911. That's been in place since September. And it's a critical component of helping to fight crime. So if there is a way to post it on the website, we certainly need to do that. Being able to text 911. So I think that is probably the crux of what I want them to mention.
Very good. I didn't know that. That's good. That's good. Ms. Wicks, and thank you much for being here. I know you've got
My
some
pleasure.
medical issues and at home, and I just really appreciate your patience and you getting here. Right. Yes, ma'am. Any comments?
Yeah.
No. Ms. Cost? Okay. All right. Is that it? I can adjourn now?
I had a comment.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
trying to skate around this loosely, but I've had some concerns for quite a while, in regards to, us as a board of commissioners. At least two of us were replacements when, a prior board was decommissioned. And I just feel, strongly that some of us are moving in a direction that could put us back in that situation. When we are mass emailing, when we are paying visits, those things could be assumed that you are speaking directly for the board. We work by Robert's rules, just like city council. There needs to be a general consensus off of an idea, just like when it's brought up to pursue or not. When there's a strong suggestion that Mr. Bland does X, Y, and Z, that's not necessarily speaking for the board. It's a specific opinion, and it may not be wrong, but there needs to be a general consensus of that opinion for it to move forward. Otherwise, it's just rogue. Just recently, I've had no less than 3 contractors come to us that watch us on YouTube when we post meeting. We're perceived as a racist company because in many meetings, it is said or asked that we pursue minority Black-owned companies. There's already provisions in HUD and PRHA to make sure that we throw a wide blanket out there. What's seen and heard is no sense for Mr. Barham to go ahead as a contractor because they're looking at the Black folks first, and that's just straight off the street. So, in closing, for me, it's just I want to remind us that there are rules, there are decorum that we should follow. It's not, this is what I want to see happen. It's, I have a suggestion. What does the rest of the board think? And then pursue from there. Otherwise, it's just rogue.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate the comments. All right. Any other, oh, by the way, all right? So,
I got some real
yes,
quick.
ma'am.
This is a small, snippet where you talking about where we only pick black or minority. I know,
It's perceived.
I'm just saying, just to explain, I was part of, since I worked here before, part of the, a group that selected a contract. And I know that it's like, we have point systems, so you get points for that, but that's not the only thing that we look for.
Oh, I know that, but
Okay.
that's not
I
what's
just want to make
heard.
sure what that,
Yeah, that's
that's
not
why
what
they
heard or
made-
perceived. HUD already has a system set up.
right,
PRHA already has a system set up. It's not necessary for each time we have contractors
Right.
come up that it's said where everybody can hear,
yeah,
I'd like us to pick, or I want us to pursue. It's
Oh,
perceived out
I
there that
understand.
we are only going after black contractors. We are going to see a point in time where we're going to underbid and not take it because there's a, perception that we're not, no need to bid anyway.
okay.
All right. It was just.
Well, no, because I wish Dolores Adams was in the room, because I think she could speak specifically to some of the remarks that were made. I will say that I did go in on Zoom for the pre-conference contractors meetings as we get ready for the elderly home repair grants. And at that meeting, there were quite a few non-minority contractors who were participating. Now, like I said, I wish Ms. Adams was still in the room.
Right. Thank you. We're adjourned.
December 8th, at what time?